Hi guys, I'm Peter McDowell and it's an honour for me today because at this brilliant AXA training centre I'm going to give Liverpool legends Ian Rush and Glen Johnson their first ever tour of this facility. Good to see you, Glen.
And you, mate. Good to see you, mate.
How are you,
How
pal?
you doing? You all right?
Listen, seeing a little bit of the outskirts, let's take you inside. Well, here we go, boys. This is a bit like Melwood, but just vaster, isn't it? When you come in, the explosion of red. You see all of the trophies that used to be on one board are now etched into the makeup of the building as well. And Liverpool was made for me and I was made for Liverpool.
Beautiful.
Amazing. When I signed for Liverpool, I was in a little office like that, but to come here somewhere like this, it's absolutely amazing. I think you're right where people want to learn about the history of Liverpool. And the more the players get to know that, I think the more they want to sign for Liverpool.
Right, first place we're going to go, boys, is the kit room.
Very, very tidy.
Yeah. How closely guarded would the kit have been in your days?
You know, I don't think we were allowed in the kit room. He'd come and give us a kit where we got changed, and that was it.
It smells so fresh as well. I don't think they always smelt this way, do they?
No, that's definitely good. But we was the same, to be fair. We used to have, probably only had to say 2 or 3 strips of each. But the lads, you know, they'd go and get wet outside and they quickly want to jump into their new kit, and the kit man, they're so protective over their kit, they're just like, no, wait, just go and have a shower and put your own clothes on. You're like, no, I want to walk around in the Liverpool stuff.
Yeah. When I was originally playing, didn't have names on. They got the names on the back and everything in the early 90s and all that. But that number, I wore that number so many times and it's great.
Is it kind of a superstition thing? Obviously the number you've always played in.
I think the biggest thing for me about the number is it's when reality kicks home. You know, you see your name, the number and the club badge, it's just another reminder that you get, you know.
I'm now a Liverpool player.
Exactly. It looks great, but you never want to be in it, you know, because obviously you're doing rehab or you're doing some sort of fitness exercise that's going to be very tough. So
we didn't have anything like this. We had to go to a hotel where they was similar to it in the hotel, like.
And obviously it gets slightly less pleasant as you walk on. But there's what probably was a wheelie bin or an ice bath now is something that you can walk through. And
you know, I went through the start of my career where no one was doing it. You just ice a certain area, but then it changed again to go hot and cold. So you're doing like 2 minutes in the ice, and then you could do 2 minutes in like a jacuzzi.
We just get some red and black tablets or something, and then say, see you 11:30 next day. So that was Ronnie Moran.
There we are, the gym.
The size of it, you know, it's absolutely amazing.
But you know, if you are out long term and you've got somebody that's training alongside you, how much does that help?
That first night when you go to bed and you know you're out for that long, it's mentally tough. You know, you can't sleep, you're stressing. And you know, if you're in here and you have got a buddy that you're working away with, and you do sort of drag each other through it.
This is a big useful area for the manager and the players now, and this is the thing that strikes you straight away. Because we talk about mentality monsters, as Jurgen Klopp often has, know you can.
Yes, it's a powerful message, isn't it? You know, you see all the lads there with every single one of them, their arms around each other.
You know, that's what it's all about. If you're going to be successful, everyone has to work together, from the players, you know, the manager, the coaches, you know, the owners, and more importantly, everyone, the fans. When I was playing, they're mostly black and white. But
not anymore.
Even like if I play in Legends game now, even though the leathers are so soft, that's superstition. I still wet my boots before the game, so I think it's in your head, isn't it?
Served you well.
The best memories I have in these rooms of when I was a kid, and I had to go and clean like Harry Redknapp's boots and things like that, and then he'd throw them back at me because they weren't clean enough. But that's, you know, you're brought up in these rooms.
It smells beautiful in here because it's the aroma of all of the expensive aftershaves that they wear.
It's a banter in the dressing room. That's what it's all. It's where you get the team spirit. When you go out on the pitch, we're all together. You know, and I signed for Juventus, right? And I went over there, and the dressing room banter wasn't like the Liverpool banter, and I missed that more than anything. For me, this is the main part of it.
Music as well, that always plays a big part in any changing room. Who was in charge of the music?
It would start with someone, they'd play 3 bad songs and then they'd get changed and subbed out. So everyone used to have a fair share of a pop at it. But what you don't realise is you're living every day with like 20 of your mates, you know? So that's what I've missed most, you know, obviously retiring now. It's definitely a changing room.
I've got a little surprise for you here, Ian, because I know you miss the baths. The only sting in the tail here is that these baths are freezing cold.
When we went into the dressing room, we'd be there, there'd be 2 baths about the similar size. We'd be about 15 in that one, and there's about 4 showers. No one would get the showers, everyone would jump in the bath because it was nice and hot.
You've probably won about 15 of each one of these.
When you ask kids, you know, what do you want, they want to play in the Champions League final. But for me, when I was a kid, you know, my dream was to score the winning goal in the FA Cup final And in 1986, when we beat Everton 3-1, my dream came true then, and that's always going to have special memories for me.
Of course, you enjoy that moment, but you certainly want to go back again and hopefully it's the first of many.
I think this is probably the only beach volleyball court in Kirby, though. It's important to have this little bit of a fun area as well, isn't it?
Yes, you've got the serious training on the other side, but then what this does, it keeps them together longer and bond a bit more, and it's brilliant.
And you come back from injury as well, and you do lose your first touch, don't you? So it's all about getting your touch back and that before you go into with the main team.
So this is a really important balcony here. I think that the under-23s eat inside. It's not like they're in a separate building anymore. That must offer them great motivation as well.
I think the most important thing is to train close to each other. Because with the first team, if you get an injury or whatever, you could just call the player over that's training really well, and then all of a sudden they got a chance to impress in the first team, and you never know, they might not go back to the 23s,
The first team players, they're getting to know faces as well. Young players as they are, they get very nervous training with the first team, so I think it's a bit more relaxed.
But what do you think? How would you sum it up?
Inspiring, motivational. You're going to walk through them doors every day trying to be better. I'm pretty sure that the lads will spend a lot of time here,
Again, if you're a player come to sign for Liverpool, just show them around what we've seen and all that, and 80-90% there then.
Well, listen, it was a true honour to show you around and
Thank you.
show you the facilities. It's great to see you.